Peace and love. What up, though? What it do? What's popping? What's cracking? Let's talk about it. Let's build. I probably left out a whole bunch of stuff because your homegirl don't feel no good. And it is Terry Bell because the reality is I haven't had a cold in at least 6 or 7 years. So you go back 6 or 7 years ago, which is the last time I had a cold, and asked me 6 or 7 years ago when I had that cold, how long ago has it been since you had a cold? And the answer will be the same. So that for me, that takes away a little bit, you know what I'm saying, of the concern. Because it seems to be every 6 to 7 years, I'll catch a cold. But other than that, I'm pretty much, I think my lifestyle, has allowed me to play it safe, like you touching stuff and touching your face and your eyes. This is not new information when it comes to the spread of such filth, flaring filth. And I'm saying that because, we got the keywords that you may speak that hits up their algorithm and things like this and that. So we don't want to deal with that this evening. You know, you call it a meter read instead of an algorithm. That's a good code word. Let's see how many people jump on that. You know what I mean? So, um, I don't know. Like I said, I don't feel no good. I ain't been to work in 3 days. I went to the physicians and let them, dig in my nose and dig in my throat and all of this and that. I haven't been doing an abundance of coughing and sneezing and the blowing of the nose every 5 to 10 minutes, which is because I'm over here sipping this tea. And not the tea that y'all go to Tasha K for. You know what I mean? I'm talking about I'm sipping that grandpa tea, what y'all call that a hot toddy. That's the tea we over here sipping on. But as you can see, the title, which is really concerning to me, based upon the fact that shout out to the brothers and sisters over at BIN at the BIN network. I think it's like 11:30 a.m. or something like that. And I've been stuck on that station listening to continuous melanated news, but they dropped the story and I can't find it, which is not alarming once again, because that's how they do us. And before we get into that, I want to say thank you and many thank yous and many more thank yous to the brothers and sisters who replied to the inboxes that I sent asking y'all to subscribe to the channel. Okay. And I'm saying thank you to everybody, especially those who were already subscribed to the channel. I tried to hit everybody and still haven't hit everybody. And a lot of times when you get messages and shit, you like, what are you doing? I'm already subscribed to your channel. Or trying to, no, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm thanking you. You know what I mean? Because you was already up on it. I just sent the messages out to everybody. That's all it was. I wasn't I could have took time to stop and kind of guesstimate as to who all were subscribed already or subscribers. So that's all that was. But back to the story now. You have these two books, I Am Harriet Tubman and I Am Martin Luther King, that have been banned from a particular library, which we know not where it is at. You know what I mean? But it happened, and once again, it shouldn't surprise any of us that they would ban anything having relevance, you know what I'm saying, to an era of our people who said we not going for that no more. You know what I mean? Like, these are humane injustices. She say, what she say? Humane, inhumane? Is it inhumane? You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean? Well, what I mean is this. You're putting a ban on such civil rights books, right? So what's the answer to that? The answer to that should be simple for all of y'all listening. You know what I'm saying? Which we know The same way Martin Luther King, peace be upon him, before he passed over, before he was murdered, before he was assassinated by the largest, wealthiest criminal enterprise known to man, known as United States of America, their federal government has already been convicted of this shit. You know what I mean? So I can say this. And if you have a hard time, if this message doesn't resonate with you and you think, I'm just talking shit, to be blunt, then you go do your due diligence and you research exactly what I'm saying. And for those of you who would think that that's a lie, or even question, or you know what I mean, like, y'all like way behind, way behind, and a lot of y'all is in the fucking way. But let me finish. Let me finish. The answer would be human rights. Once again, don't forget, like we always say, MLK said it out of his own mouth. He thinks that he led us into a burning house with the civil rights movement shit. You understand? And shortly after, and he said some other things. He mentioned that we was coming to DC to come get our check. Fuck a march. The marching on Washington DC and Selma to, what is it, Birmingham? You know what I mean? I'm talking about. Those marches had already taken place, so he was done with that. He said, when we come back, this ain't no march. This is, you know what I mean? Cut the check, bitch. That's what he was on. So why is it right here in 2021 y'all concerned with Mitch McConnell, what's his name? In his statements concerning a permanent radical change. This social spending bill is gonna put us into a permanent radical change. How? What is he talking about? He's talking about some shit that we shouldn't even be concerned with. Even the fact that the Republicans voted no. They voted no on the police reform. They voted no on a new voting rights bill. You know what I mean? Et cetera, et cetera. What makes you think some change is going to come about with some vote shit? Show it to me. I mean, y'all so messed up in the head right now. People is like, you know what? We're no longer going to vote for Democrats from now on. We're going to get, the black people are going to rally the black people when we're going to vote Republican. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit is retarded. Both of those parties sit up under the same fucking umbrella. And not only that, their genealogical chart shows that they're blood relatives, right? And for those who aren't, they treat each other as such, up under the umbrella of their various Masonic orders. Brother, sister. I think it has become very difficult for you sorority and fraternity brothers and sisters to separate. When we say brother or sister, you don't hear us. But when it's motherfuckers that then haze you, engage you, and them blindfold you and all of that shit, say brother and sister to you, you hear them. But you don't hear your brothers and sisters that need your fucking help. You know what I mean? This shit is crazy, y'all. Just crazy. So the Republicans said no to everything. No police reform. And how about peace be upon the brother Ahmaud Arbery? It's only one black juror on his case. One black juror, one melanated man or woman picked to be a part of the jury to convict these murdering invaders. Just one of us. What you surprised for when you got over in Kansas, you got an 11-year-old little melanated girl get attacked by a 12-year-old. Matter of fact, I think she was 9 and I don't even want to use the white 12-year-old little boy who attacked her, knocked her unconscious, knocked one of her teeth out, was already taunting her. A girl That shit hit so home with me. Like I said, moving from the D to buttfuck Florida, I dealt with a lot of that shit. But y'all blind. Y'all think it don't go down in 2021. Not to the babies. They only do this to melanated men. But and every time I mention it, in the past, that's the first thing. Not to say that that's how y'all came at me, like, well, this predominantly happens to black men. And I kept telling you, your women and your children too. Not only that, I kept showing it to y'all consistently. But right now, once again, we got a 9 or a 10. I think they said she was 9. This happened in Kansas. I didn't, even go look for this or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But once again, this was on the BIN news network. And they play news all day. This is AM radio. You know what it is, all day. 12-year-old. I bet you was little bitch ass on a wrestling team. Some shit like that. They calling the little sister the N word. I can imagine she probably was walking home from school. It's not like you're going to get a bunch of different routes. And this is another thing. Peace once again and love to the elder, Dr. Carl Anderson. He was mentioning something about a 6%. And this 6%, soon as I mention a 6%, and then we're speaking politically, a particular class of people, immediately their antennas began to go up. But not us. And what is this 6%? Well, 6% is this. If I move into a so-called white town, and when I move there, let's just say their population consists of 4% non-white. Once again, not 4% black, not 4% Hispanic. You know what I mean? 4% non-white. When that town gets to 6%, you know what I mean? Or let's just say it's a business, which it is. If it's a town or a city, it's a fucking business because it was established in a particular year and it has a charter. It was incorporated or established in a year, whatever, and it has a fucking charter to do business. All right? That's what these people do. They do business. None of it is personal. None of it is based upon emotions, even though that's what they try to sell you because they want you to think that they care. It's not about care. But once it gets past being 6% non-white, they close shop. All right? And this shit hit home with me because the school that I attended in Florida, one of them, the high school, was 4% non-white. Something I had never experienced in my entire lifetime. Because I'm from, a place where it, at the time it was over 1 million melanated men, women, and children. So you flip that and you take me to somewhere where it's 4% non-white, which means you're talking Asians, Hispanic, and you're talking Florida. You know what I'm saying? At the time when I was living down there, you know what I mean? 85% of the population in Florida was not from Florida. So you're talking a multitude of nationalities fitting within that 4%. Just crazy. I mean, I stopped writing. It was so much shit going on today. But like I said, the answer would be human rights. We don't even want to deal with civil rights. Everybody gets every a roach has fucking civil rights. A dog has civil rights. A cat has, a fucking table has civil rights. How does that fix our situation? Never have, never will. So like I said, Republicans voted no on everything. Why did they vote no on everything? They voted no on all of that shit because all of that shit is bad for business. Do you understand me? Bad for business. So whether you talking gas or oil, it's simply bad for business. For them to deduct any goddamn thing, bad for business. And let's talk about Zoom for a minute. For all you good Zoom live video, social media peoples, Zoom is gonna put their commercials on your shit. Zoom don't get no fuck. Now, to my understanding of what they saying right now is, and it don't matter. I don't, maybe to me, I look at it like this. Maybe it's a ploy to make more money because now they're gonna create another membership as to where, you're gonna spend more money for this particular membership for them not to post their ads on your show. So what they saying is they gonna put their ads on your show after your show go off, and that you're protected because they're not gonna use any of your content. This is Zoom, so just imagine the type of commercials they may go against the grain of what your little cast is about. But Zoom don't care. They gonna put commercials on your shit anyway. They like, look, we was friendly enough to let you know. You know what I mean? But this is a business. So the same way the Republicans voted no on everything, because why? Why did they do it? Because it's bad for business. Well, for Zoom, in their case, for them, it's good for business because this ad revenue, you know what I mean, that they will be creating by running these ads after your shows on your channel or whatever you call it. If you got a Zoom on your Zoom account, excuse me, since it wouldn't be considered a channel, I don't know, it's not YouTube. So, but I just thought that was crazy, just crazy. They gonna put their commercials on your shit anyway. What if you a good virgin Christian and they put some Trojan commercials on your shit? You was giving it up for the Lord and Trojan man. Mm-mm. And then we have the Alaska Airlines, who, bravo and shout out to them. They're no longer allowing plastic water bottles. I actually think it's plastic beverages housed in plastic bottles, period. I don't think it's just water or limited just to water. But once again, shout out to the Alaska Airlines for doing that. You gonna drink this water in a glass, homie. No more polluting the mother with your plastic hell. Mm-mm. I think that's it. Now we also got a new comb, by the way, of a sister who's an engineer from the UK. I think her name was Una Muhammad, something like that. She done engineered a new comb. How about that? I don't know. I might have to try that out if we can find it. Like I said, a lot of the stuff that we talking about this evening, it'll be on the news tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Or on somebody's channel in the next couple days. That's how we always do. It seem to just fall like that. A lot of the stuff that, I try to get on here to search for is like you really can't find it because it hasn't made headline yet on a national basis. So a lot of the shit is local. Even though I'm talking about events in Kansas and Virginia and the UK, somebody locally had to snatch it up. You know what I mean? So now that we talking about it, everybody else has something to say. because we had said what we had said. Hold on. Boom. Yeah, he was on the Zoom. Let me see. Just ridiculous. Yeah, and they talking about her like she up out of here. Her, Elizabeth. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Now you know I believe that if she had the Rona, that they wouldn't even tell y'all. But that's just me. That's just me. Yeah, if y'all hit me up when y'all see them Zoom commercials and shit. Hit me up with the LOL. Definitely get a video I like after you see them commercials, them ads come in on your Zoom videos and shit. Better get on that StreamYard. Shit, we need to create our own for sure. Or create some more, because I'm sure we have some in existence. And it's not even that, oh, we don't support. I mean, if it's still in the dark and, or virtually invisible, or you only want certain brands to be involved, with what you're doing, you know what I mean? How can we support it? See what it is too. Like you ain't gonna show your face. No, I don't feel no good. Told y'all that already. How you do this? Why is it not letting me move it? Okay, there we go. Pretty much. Pretty much. We done survived everything. Everything. Heroin to crack cocaine. They like that biological weaponry. Hmm. It's jacked up when people are so damn evil as to where they're willing to risk losing 500,000 of their people in order to eliminate 5 million of yours, or even 5 million of theirs. They willing to lose 5 million of theirs in order to exterminate 5 million of yours. Peace be upon her. Dr. Frances Cress Wilson said a whole lot when she said what she had said. Hmm. Forever etched in stone, it will be. Nah. Yeah, how about I came home and what is this? The COVID people done been on my house. And that's funny because I wasn't gone 5 minutes. It's like they waited to see me leave to come to come through. It would have looked like they waited for me to leave to come through because they ain't want to talk to me, I guess. Voices for vaccines. It's in English, uh, Espanol, Arabic. What else they got on here? But like I say, it seemed like to me they waited till I left to come leave a little shit on the door because they ain't want to kick it with me, which is fine with me anyway. Not knowing today probably would have been a day too catchy because I don't feel good. I want to have much fun. Uh oh, we under 30 minutes, and I done said all that need to be had said. How about that? Talked about Zoom. We talked about the Republicans voting no on every damn thing, and because it's a bad business decision, and they are running a business. All right, the title, was the Civil Rights Books banned, which was I Am Harriet Tubman and I Am Martin Luther King. It was banned at some library. I guess, we probably have more information on that coming Saturn's Day, okay? Saturn's Day. I see. You know what I mean? Yeah. Peace to the brother Red Pill. I see he did a Saturn Day, and he said he usually don't even do Saturn's Day, and we've been doing Saturn's Day. That's just what it is. Not only that's what it is. We don't say Saturday. We don't come messing up words and shit like that. At the same time, trying to claim to be the superior, the supremacist out in this bitch based on phenotype and all of this and that. They do that, and then fuck up words like Moon Day and Saturn Day. So we've taken it back to what it is. Yeah, that's we talked about all that. So I guess hit the rewinder once again. Thank you to all the new subscribers. You know what I mean? And let's keep raising the subscriptions and see if it'll be, you know what I mean, another couple few months of waiting for the return of the old channel. Ain't nobody over here holding their breath, but they do need to get our old channel back. You know what I'm saying? So we can get back to being who we is and stop looking like, we the new people on the block or something like that. Maybe in the world of YouTube, but in an actual hard concrete jungle out here, no, not a fact. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Is it anything else? Yeah, it was. It was. Yeah. All right. Nah. We got another. I don't know, y'all. This shit is just. It's like you just don't want to hear no more. But there's more. Always more. We got a hillbilly bitch, crack ass hillbilly bitch out here who then pulled out a gun on 7-year-old melanated trick-or-treater. It just don't stop. It's always more. Unfucking heard of. That's why these people need to go home immediately. They need to vacate. Because that's the only other answer, other than the answer to the elimination of the civil rights books, is for us to produce more literature based on human rights. That's the answer to that. You want to ban the civil rights books? All right, then we write nothing but books based on human rights. and indigenous rights, and the rights of a child to a name and nationality. The Child Rights Declaration of 1959, you set that right back to human rights. You know, that is the human rights. That's, excuse me, zip that part of that. Then you put the indigenous rights right next to it, and that's what we rolling with. We ain't worried about no civil rights. Like I said, a dog got civil rights. A cat, your table got civil rights. You know what I mean? And, you know, for clarification for that, as always, go research the slaughterhouse cases. That's what you do. Then you come back and talk to us about some fucking civil rights. Peace be upon him. Look at the journey that brother Malcolm was on. He wasn't talking about no goddamn civil rights. Human rights. See, that will put this corporation, this criminal enterprise known as United States of America on a fucking chopping block by every fucking body if we deal with human rights. Because the amount of human rights violations that they are wanted for. You can't even count that high. So, that's the answer to that. And, you know, make sure y'all washing your hands. You know what I mean? Wash your hands after going out touching things that have been contaminated. No matter what it's contaminated by, it's contamination. Cook your own food. You know? Bake your own cookies and shit. Shit, right now. And actually, this whole year, you know, we could have been banning Nestle and all of that. You've been baking your own cookies and cakes and shit. Could have been banning a whole bunch of shit that way by making your own food. Baking your own bread. Shit. Hmm? Mm-mm. Man, y'all want to know what some funny shit was? Because this was when I decided that I was going to do a live today. You know, I have my sunglasses right here and everything. And I was on some, I don't feel no good. So let's try to, you know what I'm saying? Be on some goofy shit a little bit to make me laugh. Because I don't feel no good. But by the time I got on my studying for today, that wasn't even, it's back to normal business already. So let's see. I need to see what happened to the memories. Those sweet memories get in my way. My way. Yeah, that was short and sweet. So no. So it's the Slocum, Melungian, something else. Folsom. So Folsom. So yeah, I'ma definitely have to say that for Saturday, y'all. If I start going into all that, I'm gonna be all night. Yeah, and as well, what we gonna do for Saturday or Saturn's Day because we're going to address some of the questions that I did not answer because, you know, respectfully, they was kind of goofy. But, you know, I know what it is. We've been misled for so long. You know, you think that those types of concerns are even worthy of a fucking reply. But respectfully, we'll deal with it. And those questions were pertaining to the police departments and, you know, the particular governmental structure, which is no more than a Roman regime. Y'all don't like to call it that though, but that's what it is. It's been a long time. We shouldn't have kept you. It's been a long time. We shouldn't have kept you. That's all we can say. You know, been a long time. See, y'all don't know, or can I say y'all forgot? We started talking about the Carthaginian and that ass whooping that got put on their ass. Somebody whoop your ass and then take all your soldiers and whoop your ass with your soldiers too. So shit, you know, you start living life. It ain't even a fight no more. And for them, revenge will never be over with, which is why they are willing to pass out 450,000 apiece to some new people who they done fucked over when you got the original people who they fucked over right here in their face. See, they ain't forgot about them tributes. They ain't forgot about none of that shit. Your ass forgot. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Y'all being led by so-called scholars who don't recognize that Phoenicians are melanated people. I remember watching can't think of the guy name. The Gates guy, the Henry Gates, whatever his name. You know what I'm talking about. Henry Louis Gates. Okay. He, you know, was over, you know, in northern and western portions of what we're calling Africa, right? He's talking to the people about their ancestors. And, you know, these people tried to say, these guys right here tried to say that, you know, that they were originally Phoenician and all of this other shit. And he, ha, 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 ha. You know what I mean? Here this nigga is. He in a whole different country dictating to people who they is and who they ain't. That's why we couldn't feel sorry for his ass when he was getting his ass beat for trying to break in his own house. Karma don't play. Then think about it, y'all. Out of all of the celebrities that he had during his shows where he was attempting to disprove that so-called black people have Native American ancestry, right? And he, no, 0%, no, 1%, 2%. The person who had the most, according to the DNA that they testing you against, or you know what I mean, referencing to yours, would be fucking Oprah. Oprah, he said, was 18% Native American or some shit, but no goddamn body else. The same way originally 20 years ago or 10 years ago when you start talking to black billionaires, you know, her name would be one of the first to come out off your lips. From doing what? What's her product? I'm just asking. People doing talk shows for a long ass time. But to become a billionaire, from being a talk show host and an actress, movie producer. You got books and other, series, television shows, and especially if they, was just based off a women team. I don't think that's gonna promote you, catapult you into billionaire status. But I can think or say whatever, because you know what I mean. According to Forbes magazine and the IRS, and I don't know. I ain't feeling it. That's just like a total failure and shit. You got a billionaire melanated woman without one fucking heir. She don't have one child. They gave it to her. You know what I mean? Same way they gave her the highest percentage of Native American ancestry in her DNA. I don't know. It's just some shit I'm thinking about right now, because in about 5 minutes, it won't matter. But yeah, we about to be out of here. Be back on Saturn's Day to address some of these goofy ass questions concerning, the police departments. Specifically, the police departments being proof that slavery still exists. Some of our people are struggling with that statement. So imagine how they feel about the multiple bills that we done on it already. So we gonna deal with it. Yeah. But until then, y'all, we is out of here. Peace.